Okay, so the first task is to interconnect the Samsung Comp 4 into the mixing console. So it's a compressor. So what we're going to be doing is using an insert lead. Now an insert lead is a stereo 1/4" jack to 2 mono jacks. Now the stereo jack, the tip of this goes to one of the tip of these 2 jacks. Now the way of testing it is with a multimeter, but I can tell you the one that's got the red line down the side of it, that's actually going to be the input. The ring is the return path, so it'll be the tip from this one that has no red line down it, and that'll be bringing into the desk again. So the stereo jack needs to go into the mixing desk on the insert point, which is at the back here. So where it says channel inserts, we're going to channel 1. Now before we actually connect it, we want to make sure the system's working in itself. So obviously make sure your speaker's turned on. And then you'll need to use the microphone to test the signal. So you're going to press solo, set the gain. So with the lights, 2-2, 2-2, means we'll be okay, maybe back that off a little bit. 1-2, 2-2, there's the lights up to 0. We're then going to make the output to 0, so the 2 main faders here need to go up. And then finally, if the main mix button's pressed in as well, you should then be able to lift the channel fader and be able to hear the sound. Okay, so that sounds pretty clean, no compression, no effect on the sound. So what we're going to do is we're going to insert the compressor, so we're going to put this insert in and hopefully that'll break the signal path. Like that, so no longer can we hear sound because these 2 aren't touching, but if we got to touch them we should be able to hear the sound again. 2-2, so now they're touching, and then we'll break that connection, that breaks the sound, the signal path, okay? So the red line wants to go to the input. On the back of this device here, we've got channel balanced input, which is this one here. So that's going to be the one with the red line on it, okay? And the one that's got the blue line on it is going to go into the channel output. So that goes like that. So now the signal path should be correct. We should now be able to hear sound. If they're in the wrong way around, the red is in the output and the blue is in the input, it won't make any sound at all. So to make sure that we're hearing the compression working, so we're going to need to drop the threshold right down. At the minute the threshold's about 0, so let's drop that down. As we can see now, there's a lot of red lights on the gain reduction, and the level that we're listening to now is not as strong. So 2-2, 1-2, 2-2, that should be getting a lot louder as I'm talking louder, but a lot more compression is reducing that. 1-2, 2-2, 2-2. If I increase the threshold, it should bring back the level. 2-2, and also the clarity as well. So there we go, that just proves the compressor's working.